Good morning, everybody. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot. Welcome in. Today, I want to talk about the fall equinox gateway portal. The fall equinox is on Thursday, September 22nd. I'm releasing this a day early because I know the energies are really pushing us to find that balance in our lives. We have the sun entering into Libra at exactly 0 degrees in the 6th house of Virgo. So I think of Libra. Libra is all about relationships, right? And if you think of the Libra energy, relationships with everybody that we're connected with serves as like this mirror reflection of ourselves, right? And so are you really ready to meet others halfway, I think is a question we're all being asked. Where do you need to reach a level of compromise in your life? And I feel negotiation energy coming under the rule of this Libra season. And so with the sun going to be in Libra, the focus is on balance. You think of Libra with the tarot, I think of the scales of justice, the justice card, right? And rebalancing anything that's not balanced in your life. Where have you lacked that harmony? Especially when it comes to relationships with others. And so I think this peacemaking energy is kind of being pushed forward with all of these cosmic energies. And so let's face it, life is not always peaceful. Life is not always balanced. And so the Libra energy, this equinox, is attempting to restore any imbalances to get us back to this place of equilibrium. And so decision making. I think decision making is going to be a little challenging while the sun transitions through Libra. Libra weighs both sides of the situation. So you're going to want to pay attention to where Libra falls in your chart. So for my own natal chart, Libra falls in my 8th house of transformation. I have my 2nd house in Aries. Libra also falls under my dark moon Lilith, right? And so this is what I've been transforming over the years on my awakening journey is understanding all of these relationship balances. It's also a big trigger for me when it comes to these imbalances because, you think of Libra. Libra always wants to see the bright side. Libra always wants to give people the benefit of the doubt. And let's face it, not everybody deserves the benefit of the doubt, right? And so I feel this Libra season, it is about rebalancing any imbalanced situations within our relationships, especially on the twin flame journey. Think of Libra energy. I know Libra so often does not want to rock the boat. Because Libra doesn't like to rub others the wrong way. And what I've learned along this journey is I'm a boat rocker now. I have no qualms about speaking up about these imbalances and these intolerances. And so I feel on the shadowy side with this equinox, Libra energy can be very self-serving, very indecisive because of trying to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. It can be a very passive, aggressive energy in this very superficial shadow aspect, right? And so on the shadow side, surface level harmony might be a goal, but we can't keep glossing over all of these deeper elements that have been at play. Surface level ain't just going to cut it moving forward when it comes to these ascension energies. And so with the sun in Libra, this cycle, it is about fair-mindedness. We're here to be polite, to be pleasant, and to respect others. But we're not going to be walked all over anymore is kind of what I'm feeling. And so we've been putting all of these good vibrations out there. Right now I'm hearing the Beach Boys. I think it is good vibrations. And so many of us believe in equality. And equality is what truly brings rewards into our lives. Equality will contribute to prosperity for humanity at this time. And so what I feel this equinox is get ready to right past wrongs and to restore balance and harmony in your life. Get ready to change or to be forced to embrace these changes. And so this cosmic energy is boosting this powerful shift to take place. And so partnerships are going to be in the spotlight. Most definitely partnerships, relationships, partnering, all of this is going to be in the spotlight. And so get ready to find common ground where you've lacked that common ground with another. With the sun transiting the 6th house, this is a very humbling position for the sun to be in. And so all of these self-serving, self-aggrandizing elements of the sun are going to be put on mute. And we're going to be asked to set these self-serving egoic needs to the side and to be more service-oriented within our focus moving forward. And so the sixth house is this dedication, right? This dedication, it's this life-giving energy. It's this ratification energy. And so I feel the sun is enhancing the sixth house energy that we identify. So you might want to have a look at where your sixth house is on your natal chart to kind of see how the sun's going to be affecting you. We do have Virgo in the sixth house when it transitions, but we're all kind of going to be feeling this re-identification taking place. When I think of the sixth house and the sixth house traits, it's about taking pride in your workmanship, in your work, embracing your highly spiritual skills, and putting that into dignified work, right? It is a service-based energy, Virgo, service access. And so it's hospitable. We're kind of all being asked to find confidence in our spiritual gifts, our spiritual abilities. And it can be a very sincere and caring energy. And so all of this is going to highlight this increased desire at this time to step up our game, right? Step up our game, go above and beyond what we normally would do when it comes to our work ethics. And so you may have greater care or concern for the quality of or the lack thereof of your work. And I feel like this seeking when it comes to finding employment elsewhere, especially if you're in like a dead-end job or a current occupation that's just not up to snuff with your spirituality and your spiritual journey. And so I feel the sun is stimulating this increased motivation, this equinox, to get things done and to take charge of any situations that are needing to be addressed once and for all. And so this is really a time of being focused. With the sun in the sixth house in Virgo, I think of Virgo energy. I am a Virgo moon, and so we can be very modest individuals. A lot of Virgos really don't like to call attention to themselves, no matter how much we do, right? Virgo is a very, let's get it done to perfection, and we have a very bright, illuminated work ethic, right? And so many Virgo energies go above and beyond to get things right. And so this perfectionist energy, though, can make us really fussy, right? It can make us very difficult to work with at times because we are so hard on ourselves. And so I feel this is where we are all going to learn to take pride in our abilities. I think analyzing to find solutions, especially to any relationship or work-related problems. And it is like this service capacity kind of coming forward for the collective, this equinox. So I would like to pull in with some cards and see what other messages need to come through for this equinox portal gateway. What imbalances are coming up, what needs to be balanced. And so I think we're going to start off today with the Star Code Astro Oracle deck. Oh my God, look at that. The sixth house, sustainability. And then we get the Chiron aspect. And so 44, master number, also breaking down to an 8. So get ready to address something that's not been wanting to be looked at, you know, where you're at. Is it sustainable for long-term stability moving forward? I also feel, you know, really balancing our inner masculine and feminine, aligning with our truth, with, if you notice, all of the chakra pathways. Meditation, I think, is really going to help us find that equilibrium. And we're healing those core wounds, right? And so many of us go into these repetitive cycles of toxic relationships, and all of our relationships will be this mirror reflection of this core wound in order to trigger this wound to the surface for healing. So we can actually take accountability for what it is that we've built for our career, our life. You know, is it sustainable? Is it really sustainable in the world that we're currently living in? And so I think definitely sixth house is coming up. My sixth house is actually in Leo. So a big part of my work ethic is to, you know, put that message out there for all of you to do the work too, right? And to do the work is to just become self-aware to look into the mirror at what it is that, you know, you've created for your life. And that 6th house really wants to come out. So sustainability is coming up. And so I also feel there's going to be a lot of upheaval in the workforce for many that are being pushed into their spiritual mission. And so we are expanding beyond the mundane work society that we've built, right? We're not here to be modern day slaves, that's for sure. And so when we step into this expanded version of self, that's when we can really step into this unlimited abundance that all of us are capable of manifesting. And so this is about what's truly on your heart. What gives you that inner flame? What ignites your passion, and what do you need to change? Because we've got the 6th house sustainability with Jupiter in abundance. And so it's like mirror image. Look at 23, 32, 55. So there's going to be some big changes on the horizon, and this is what's keeping us stuck, right? These South Node patterns. So you might want to have a look at your South Node. Right now, the South Node is in Scorpio, and so we're releasing this need to feel like we have to emotionally manipulate people to get them to build with us, right? And so stepping into that Taurus North Node of knowing our worth, knowing our value. And so there's something coming up from the past that is likely needing to be addressed when it comes to some patterns, and we're being asked to explore our higher mind with the 9th house energy and to expand beyond this stuckness. And so this fall equinox portal is really this time of deep internal review. What is working, what is not working, and I feel going into isolation to really do this deep dive of self-reflection during all of these planets in retrograde. And so when we really understand the patterns, the lessons, and then we can step into our North Node, we can bring over all of these gifts, all of the things that we've learned in a past life cycle, and put them into action to be future oriented. And so many of us are reaching this pinnacle on our journey of being able to manifest our own personal heaven on earth. But we really do have to get rigorously honest about what it is that we've created, and is it really sustainable? Is there something better that can be more sustainable moving forward when it comes to building a life of passion again, right? We're here to live life to the fullest, to live life heart-centered and in our truth, to help others ignite their own truth and their passion. So the past is coming up. And so what from the past have you left unresolved and you've left unbalanced that is needing to be addressed in order to fully step into these new relationship cycles? So let's dig in with some quantum energy oracle messages today. I think get ready for some conflict. And maybe this conflict is going to give you the push that you need to pack up and to travel to a brand new location. And so an event. We got the 4 and the 5, so we're progressing, right? We're not here to play into these power struggles, these ego battles with another. And so I kind of feel get ready to maybe go head to head with somebody and have a conflict in order to get you to really pack up and move in that new direction. Maybe it's time to slam the door behind you. But I feel there's going to be an event that's going to get somebody moving with great speed this equinox. So we're going to do 3 messages with this deck, guys. Look at that. Discovery, healing light, playing it safe. Yeah, we can't keep playing it safe. And so this is a time of setting those clear intentions. I also feel get ready to discover something maybe you didn't know about the friends and colleagues that you've been spending time with, the people that you're connected with. I look at this friends and colleagues card and you see a bunch of people. It looks like they're having a bunch of drinks. They're probably sitting there gossiping about people. And is that how you really want to invest your time, playing into gossip, drama? Because, you know, if you're hanging out with a group of people, having a good time, having some drinks and gossiping about other people, what makes you think that these people aren't gossiping about you behind your back when you're not there having drinks with them, right? And so I think it's kind of feeling like this energy of everything has kind of got to come apart in order to put back the pieces together in some truth. And so there's going to be like this rediscovery, a light bulb moment, an aha moment when it comes to seeing something maybe you didn't see before. And this is divinely guided by spirit in order for this deep, deep healing to take place. Both 8. So 8-8. So I feel somebody's really been in contemplation since about that Lionsgate portal as to whether what it is they've created is really sustainable. And, you know, why do I keep playing it safe? Safe ain't going to get you to the threshold of unlimited abundance, right? We can't keep sitting on the sidelines and watching our life pass us by. And so get ready to set some intentions for healing. Balance. It's a 6 card. So 6 is the journey to balance and harmony. And maybe it will require a release of a social circle that has left you maybe feeling confused about how to put the pieces together when it comes to a kindred partnership. You know, this is what we're striving for, right? This is what we're here to manifest, these kindred spiritual partnerships. Partnerships of equality where we kind of get rid of all of the gender roles and we just work as an actual team, right? We're not in conflict with one another. We're here to work together as a team. And so what I do feel is, you know, there is a cycle winding to a close. So if it feels like things are kind of slipping through your fingers at this time, allow those things to leave your life. Because anything leaving your life right now is to get you to close out this cycle of lack mentality, struggle, strife, and to step into really owning the truth of who you are. And so look at that. Behind or below the decrease, we get the loving woman and the loving man. And I would say that would be a true pair, right? A kindred partnership. And so when we do the deep dive, when we do the work and we embrace this healing from the inside, it can trigger a change with the masculine collective, right? And so I think get ready for people to show who they really are. Anybody that you've been connected with that's been hiding behind a mask, not being their authentic self, is likely going to be leaving your life. And there's going to be a loss that will lead to this blank canvas, this clean slate. And so this is a time of a new beginning. Maybe something coming back around from the past. Maybe somebody that deceived you that's needing to come forward with truth to balance out their life that might be crumbling to pieces right now. But I think there's going to be an event or a shakeup that's going to expose some dishonest people that are needing to be released in order to call in this kindred partnership. So I was asked to grab the book, guys. I am going to read the 6th house sustainability energy out of this deck because it did come out twice and because the sun is actually transiting the 6th house. So let's look at this deeper before pulling in with some tarot. So the 6th house. So the 6th house in your chart. So you think about your chart. It's like this map, right? It's like this cosmic map of what it is you decided you wanted to accomplish this life, right? So the 6th house speaks about where you live, out all of your daily habits. And so it's also your work environment, your career. It's linked to your mind, your body, your connection to spirit. It's linked to health. So Virgo is, I think, mental health energy. Leo would be heart health energy. And so I think right now, many of us are learning to work smarter, not harder, right? And so in order to do that, we have to release all of these dysfunctional situations that are no longer sustainable. We're not here to be these workhorses and grind to the bone, work 12 hours a day and to barely sustain a standard of living, right? And so in order to make our life sustainable, I think we're being asked to look at this time our resources, how we acquire our resources. Love is in focus. And what, you know, effort you put into your life, and are you getting back as much as you are putting in effort-wise? Because if you're not receiving as much as you put in, then there's an imbalance, right? Because the input and the output kind of have to match. Maybe not every day, right? Maybe not every day, but certainly it needs to be able to be sustainable for the long haul. And so the 6th house concerns your daily work. Getting grounded in a daily practice, a spiritual vocation, or maybe even taking that leap of faith and going after that career you've truly longed for. So we can't sit around and wait. We have to take that action, right? And so is your day job what it is that you really dream of? Because if it's not, why do you keep putting an effort into something that isn't your dream job? Because you cannot create true abundance and sustainability if you are in a work environment that does not bring you happiness. And so a trajectory shift, this equinox. And so I also feel karma. Karma, what goes around comes around. And we do need to remember, too, what we put our mind to will be created in our lives, right? And so when we overanalyze, when we're in a job field that just isn't suited for us, this can cause chronic anxiety on our nervous system. And so spend some time over the next couple days looking at your daily habits, how you invest in self-care. Self-care is a must. What do you enjoy when it comes to activities? Take that time to maybe play with your dog, play with the kids, go for a walk. And I think get ready to release the illusion that you're actually taking care of business when you're not. And so when we play into constant worry, constant anxiety, constant fear, it creates this illusion like, hey, we're getting things done, we're taking care of business. And it really isn't furthering your goals, right? And so I feel in order to create a beautiful, sustainable life, we have to pursue what brings us passion. We have to pursue what brings us joy, and we have to maintain that healthy work-life balance, right? Because nobody's happy when we're running on empty. And so let's see what needs to come through with the tarot. There is this beautiful healing light being offered to many of us, but we do have to be willing to release any fears of playing it small, playing it safe, right? We can't keep staying stuck. So let's see what else needs to come through. And so I kind of feel there's been some blocked communication. There's been somebody unwilling to talk or be honest or speak some truth. The Page of Swords in reverse. Hey, this is not good news. This is not something that you want to hear. But whatever words are being spoken, they're likely going to be honest. They're going to be truthful, no matter how cutting or how harsh these words come across. Is to kind of get somebody here to take the rose-colored glasses off, right? Because we can't keep staying stuck. We can't keep staying in this position of afraid to make a decision, unwilling to make a decision, or not able to make a decision. And so I feel like a lot of blocks are being lifted when it comes to a decision, right? Whether this is a love decision or a career decision. But I feel in the past, you know, somebody didn't use their logic without a doubt. They ignored the insightful insights that they were receiving. And I think there's going to be some blunt, harsh communication delivered over the coming days. And you're going to really want to be careful, because I do think the energy is going to be challenging, because there are a lot of relationship cycles coming to a close. And this is a time of reviewing the past, so we don't keep repeating these patterns, stepping into our karmic pathway, stepping into these future timelines. So let's take a look at what needs to come through with the cards today, guys. The Star reversed, the King of Swords reversed. He came out yesterday. Renewal in reversed, the 10 of Wands upright, the Knight of Cups in reversed, dead central energy, the 6 of Cups, the 4 of Cups, the 6 of Pentacles. There's that equilibrium, and the Emperor reverse. So what I kind of see here is somebody's getting a big hefty dose of some karma is what I'm feeling, some karma. And there's definitely a burden that's been carried for a long time. And so what I feel here, top row with the Star, the King of Swords reversed, and the Renewal in reversed. I feel bad karma, right? Something coming back to bite somebody in the ass. The King of Swords reversed is, you know, distrustful, not honorable, is a liar. Somebody here has been either lying to themselves or lying to people connected to them. Somebody that is not well respected, has not been communicating clearly, very unemotional within relationships. This is somebody that is just not emotionally available. And I feel receiving some very harsh karma, right? The Judgment in reverse. So somebody's made a poor judgment call here. I also feel a masculine that's been in the dark night of the soul, feeling hopeless. Like they're never going to see the light at the end of the tunnel. And all they have to do is consciously choose to release a burden. Something that's, you know, plagued them in the mind space. Maybe when it comes to not being willing to bring forward an apology. Maybe in the past this person was a smiling liar. Right? The King of Swords in reverse, the Knight of Cups in reverse. That's my smiling liar. And he's got everybody fooled, I think, right? And I feel somebody's definitely been lying about how they feel, maybe about wanting a missed opportunity with somebody from the past. Because we get the Judgment in reverse, the Six of Cups, and we close the reading off with the Emperor in reversed. And this is to balance out some karmic scales, right? Something here needs to be balanced out. And I feel in the past, maybe somebody was giving to more than one. The Six of Pentacles upright usually speaks of, you know, good coming back to you for putting the good out there, but somebody didn't put good out there. And I feel an unexpected loss of income or abundance. This could be total financial ruin because somebody failed to recognize a magical opportunity in the past, and they come in flirtatious. They come in romantic, and they definitely were all about making somebody's heart flutter, but they didn't actually put in the time that it would require to invest in a situation. And so something coming back, and with Mercury in retrograde and all of the outer planets in retrograde, a lot of things are coming back from the past. A lot of things that you thought you got away with that you're not going to get away with, because let me tell you, the almighty higher power sees and hears everything, and karma, it never loses an address. You can run all the way to the other side of the world, and karma's going to find you exactly when it's meant to. And so somebody here is, I feel, losing all structure in their life. There was a lack of accountability, a lack of acceptance. No logic was used. And I feel somebody here is really struggling with forgiving themselves. And so revisiting an old relationship, revisiting some inner child patterns when it comes to the past. This is speaking of a return from somebody from the past is what I'm feeling. Somebody that didn't value you. Somebody that did not treat you with respect. The Emperor in reverse basically is a narcissist, right? Somebody that abandons you in your time of need, and all they care about is themselves. They don't care about anybody but themselves. Could be an Aries, doesn't have to be, but harnessing that energy. It could even be a woman, doesn't have to be a man. But there was definitely a burden when it comes to a missed opportunity, whether this person got distracted by something shiny. I'm thinking a third-party energy. And there is going to be some unwelcome news. There's going to be the cancellation of an engagement. I think there might be gossip or drama surrounding this Emperor in reverse, especially when it comes to some blocked communication. I think this person's got a lot going on, a lot of stress, and there's going to be an unexpected change in order to get somebody unstuck, and it will lead to a brand new clean slate beginning, but it's going to require a lot of work, and you're going to have to release an unrequited love situation, right? And so I feel somebody's been working hard. That's another message. Working hard, working too many hours, and little reward, right? And so there is a need for that balance in your life. Another lesson we've got to learn too with this Libra is we have to be willing to let others help us. And so when you're not willing to let somebody help you, that is a trauma response from always having to do things yourself. And I know all about those trauma responses because I've had to do this all by myself for a very long time. I feel there is a need for an apology. Somebody's been unwilling to speak, communicate clearly, and bring in an apology. And I feel somebody here has a lot of regret over what they didn't choose, because in their heart of hearts, they know that there is a connection here that they do have to return to in order to balance out all of these challenges in their life, because they can't even see the light through the forest. They cannot see the light at the end of the tunnel. And I feel somebody here is feeling absolutely hopeless about the future. And I think this is going to be a major wake-up call. So let's take a look at this Ten of Wands, because I think somebody's carried this for a long time. I really do. And remember, we seen the Chiron energy at the start. And so when we get to the 9, we're at the wounded healer, right? We're at the 9 of Wands. We are at that Chiron aspect. And somebody's really, really clung to these old patterns, these old ways. And I feel somebody is very burdened over an unwise choice. This was an unwise choice to not open up to love, because I do feel maybe this masculine's heart did flutter for this person. I'm not sure who this person is, but I feel somebody made an unwise choice and went towards a lover that was not true love. And somebody here, I feel, needs to recover from an illness. I think their health has been burdened. I think stress has caused a lot of health problems. And I feel somebody is getting ready to walk away from a situation that has plagued them with all kinds of stress and anxiety, because there was definitely an unwise choice, and there is always a better way, right? We don't have to go around and backstab other people to have our happiness, right? And so, yeah, somebody regrets lacking integrity and all of these questionable motives, and I feel this is the moment in time where it's decision time. The Lovers, a choice between two, or maybe you're just going to choose to be with you, right? You don't have to choose to be with anybody. Maybe you're just going to choose to be alone and love up yourself. But I feel there's a masculine here that hasn't been willing to make a choice from the heart until now. And there is a need to move on from a very burdensome situation. You think of the opposite of the Lovers. What do? We get the devil, toxic, trauma bond, codependent, unhealthy habits, addictions, right? And there's a need to move on because there's more to life than that experience, right? And so all of us are on a spiritual quest, but in order to embrace the spiritual journey, we have to choose to walk away from a burden. We have to choose to embrace these big life changes, and it might require leaving something behind, packing up and leaving a home, right? And slamming the door behind you. And I do think this is going to happen very quickly. There's going to be an event or a shakeup, an unexpected shift that is going to get somebody to move forward with great speed. This could be an unexpected arrival, an unexpected departure, because somebody's so tired of all of these challenges, right? Constant challenges, constant delays. That fresh start ain't coming until you walk away from something, right? And so if you want positive change in your life, you have to get your foot stuck out of the wheel, is another message. So let's take a look at this Six of Cups. We got the Ace of Wands that flipped out, so a redo, a restart. We get the Seven of Cups, and we get the Page of Cups in reversed. I think somebody's afraid of coming forward with an apology, with an open-hearted message, because maybe now this person that they left behind has many options. I feel this over-analyzing energy, creating procrastination, and although somebody might have desire on what it is that they want to move towards and forward with, I think addictions have skewed somebody's perception, and it's like there's this amazing opportunity, right? This amazing opportunity, but it's going to require this masculine to be bold, courageous, take action. Now is the time for action. And to go after what it is you're passionate about. And I think it's this Queen of Cups. A very loving, nurturing, empathic queen. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Doesn't have to be, but there's a feminine here, likely an intuitive, who has been receiving some deep psychic insights, who's looked her emotions in the face. She's stared down that inner demon, right? I feel she's in a place of balance. She's got deep love for family, friends. She's heart-centered, following her heart, but she sure as heck ain't giving it away, right? That cup is covered. And I feel somebody is in deep regret because this Queen of Cups was their wish fulfillment, right? This was their wish fulfillment, and they chose to make an unwise choice. They snuck away. They likely hurt this queen, and I feel now they're going to be experiencing material loss to ensure that next time around they're going to be honest, right? So there was dishonesty here. There was secrets here. And I feel this Emperor in reverse is now losing his material comforts and his peace of mind over this missed opportunities. And this is to balance some scales. So let's take a deeper look at this Emperor in reversed. King of Cups reversed. Ooh. King of Pentacles reversed. Release reversed. Yeah, so an acknowledgement of what a huge missed opportunity this was. So I feel maybe this Queen of Cups will be receiving a windfall of abundance of some sort. And I feel a masculine here hitting rock bottom. As one rises, the other falls. And I feel somebody here is losing it all because they were not trustworthy. Maybe they were materialistic, greedy, a miser. Very ungrounded, very unstable energy, and there's resistance to an ending when it comes to a new beginning trying to come in. And so I think in the past, this person was not honorable. They were not devoted. They were not open in the heart. And now I feel like they're kind of losing it all, right? They're losing their comforts. They're losing their mind. And they're going through an emotional breakdown. And I feel a huge, huge financial loss because they were not a supportive person to the one that was gifted to them by the divine, because this was their wish come true. And this connection was meant to bring good fortune, and somebody did not choose to go in this direction. And now I feel they are completely lost. Could be dealing with somebody now that they can't even trust. And I feel now all this person wants is a solid relationship in their life. And I think, you know, it doesn't matter what they do. They cannot manifest anything in their life. They definitely lost out on a golden opportunity. And then we get the death reversed. So I do think get ready for somebody to come back from the past, a relationship that you thought was dead, gone, and over. Maybe they're going to need some financial assistance. But something is coming back. Somebody that released you from the past is coming back in order to complete a karmic cycle. And that new beginning can't come until this comes full circle. So I do feel an epiphany of some sort as somebody is going through a period of spiritual enlightenment and releasing people that have been holding them back, because you know what? Blocks are removed, and maybe it's time to heal this misunderstanding once and for all. And I think if this person is unwilling, like I said, change or be changed, because somebody's getting the rug pulled out from under them, and there's going to be a cosmic realignment because it's time to take those next steps. It's time to expand. It's time to move forward. So let's see what else needs to come through with the Crystal Stone deck. We get rose quartz. It's a heart stone. And we get moonstone. Two of my favorite stones, actually. Find your natural rhythm. Find that equilibrium and take care of your heart. I think there's a masculine here that just wants to feel safe, that just wants to be held with this Queen of Cups, wants to be held by this Queen of Cups who has the utmost loving kindness in her heart. And I feel somebody just, you know, they couldn't figure it out. They couldn't figure it out. And now there's this opening up to spirit. And I feel this new moon is where we set those intentions and align with our purest life affirming truth. Inner child healing is being called upon for us, right? And so empathy, patience, intuition. So let's see. Rewrite your code. Rewrite your destiny. Rainbows, rainbow blessings. We all have the ability to break free from these patterns, to break free from our comfort zone, but it requires truth. It requires us to go into the shadows of the dark night of the soul to explore our hidden depths. And to release all of these shallow material pleasures. Do they really give you the buzz that you want? I feel somebody that definitely was very materialistic, vain, and always craving the next shiny thing. Maybe a Leo, I'm not really sure. But they got to dig themselves up out of this grave that they've built for themselves. Indecision, worry, this reconstruction of self, rediscovery of self, releasing a materialistic, vain point of view of the world, and shaking off the shallowness. I think if you really want to dive deep, get ready to go into the deep end, because we can't keep chasing every little shiny thing out there. And I feel this is really being illuminated where somebody was distracted, and I think now they're burnt out. They're bored with wherever they're at. And they're looking at having to swallow their pride, I think, and bring forward an apology. And I get it. Apologizing to somebody is never easy. And if you're dealing with somebody that is unwilling to apologize, let me remind you, a narcissist will never admit their shortcomings. They will never, ever apologize. So do not be waiting for a narcissist to come back and apologize. I don't want to give anybody false hope, because a narcissist will never, ever apologize. They will never take accountability. They're not capable of doing self-reflection and looking in the mirror. And so swallowing somebody's pride And I think they've replayed this over their mind, over in their mind 100 or 1,000,000 times. And so it's time to break free from these old, outdated patterns, thought patterns, beliefs about relationships, beliefs about the world. And I feel with Lepidolite, somebody's been like a workaholic, all about the money, all up in their cerebral brain, always about thinking. And it's created this perpetual frazzled energy, right? And so I think somebody's about to freak out because they are getting a major wake-up call. And I think if they really want to reconnect and revisit somebody from the past that I feel they've been romanticizing about for maybe 6 months or longer, they're going to have to let go of any drama, any materialistic, vain energy. They're going to have to release this restlessness. They're going to have to get honest, right? And so I feel somebody's carried this burden on their shoulders for a very long time, and it's time to release anything that was not meant to be yours in the first place. And so get ready to deepen your perspective. Wherever you've been drowned out by mental noise, mental chatter, wherever you've been drowned out by this overwhelming anxiety, you need to remember thoughts are just that, thoughts. Reality is your reality. We can't keep looking back at the past because then we're going to spiral into what could have been. And let's face it, what is, right? We can't keep over-analyzing the future because it hasn't happened yet. The present moment is the future. And so what have you created in your current reality? And what do you need to release to align to the moment and to align to your truth? Because we're going through this huge expansion collectively right now, right? Many of us are coming into this deep awareness that, hey, we've got psychic abilities. I'm a healer. How can I take that and channel these energies coming in and bring all of this communication forward to help others along their mysterious, eternal, spiritual pathway, right? And so this is a time of speaking up, speaking clearly, and speaking from the heart. And if you cannot do that, I think this is a time of exploring the depths of why you are not fully emotionally available for another. Because that's only going to lead to more self-sabotaging behaviors. And we don't want to keep self-sabotaging. So get ready to speak from the heart. Somebody's speaking from the heart. And this masculine's been really struggling, I feel, with this Mercury retrograde. They've been struggling with finding their courage to speak this truth. And I think their inner child is screaming at them, just screaming at them. What do you really want this life? What do you want this life? Say it out loud, say it to the universe, and go make it happen. And that's what I got, guys. I hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal or a soulmate reading with me, check out that description box below, guys. And I look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.